line of light at night, cutting the dark in two. Little heart beside the sleeping boy, at the bedside facing the door. Ears lifted, body paused, watching where the brightness calls. The light moves across the floor, touches the wall and pulls away. The little heart thinks this must be how it works. Little heart thinks not moving failed. Little heart thinks trying again might help. Little heart, little heart. You move because you loved him, you move to make it right. Little heart, little heart, little heart. Some love goes looking for answers, some love walks into the light. Little heart lives from the floor, not waking anything. The space beside the bed feels wider than before. And the light pulls farther toward the doorway, further than it was. Little heart follows halfway, then takes one step more. He looks back at the boy, waiting for something to change. But the boy breathes on without him, no different than before. Little heart thinks he moved too soon. Little heart thinks this is his fault. Little heart, little heart. You move because you loved him, you move to make it right. Little heart. Some love goes looking for answers, some love walks into the light. Little heart, you should have waited. Little heart, you chose the door. What if warmth only mattered where you were before? Little heart, you tried to help him. Little heart, you tried to care. Now the room feels farther from him. Now you aren't there. The light lets go, the house returns tonight. The floor remembers every footprint except the last you knew. Little heart turns toward the bed, the place he should have been. The boy breathes on without him, as if nothing broke. Little heart feels smaller now than when the night began. Little